welcome you to the manufacturing facility of Triad American Machine Company, located here in Alden, Nebraska. Today we have for you is the TSR. TSR is a template stair router, template on the top. I'm going to go through some of the features and the benefits of this machine to you, a customer. What do they mean to you? What can this machine do for you? I'll let you go through the controls, show you this, some of the operations, and actually run some material so you can clock me on the screen itself as things go through. Now, the TSR was originally, we came up with this as a complementary machine for our stair line. We have a CNC stair machine called the SSR, Smart Stair Router. We have a stair clamp, and we also have a wedge machine. Cranks out wedges for you on a regular basis. This is a complementary machine. The TSR was developed to specifically go after the used stair market. There's a lot of guys out there. It's priced accordingly. The other thing is, it's electrically maintenance free. What does that mean? It means there's no computers. It means there's no computer updates or anything of that nature, okay? Maintenance free on the electrical. It's real simple, easy to run. I'm going to go through how you'd actually set something up, pull a template down, show you. I've got one off the side here, how all the features and benefits work to you. Okay, first thing we're going to do is I'm going to go through the controls over here for you. The template stair router, left-hand side, we'll try and zoom in here for you. On the template stair router, you're going to have pull it on or off, okay? Once you pull it on, light comes on, we've got power. Shut it down, light goes off. Okay, as soon as you pull it on, air's activated, the router heads themselves actually engage and come to the up position and stroke up. Okay, the next light over is a red lamp, and it's an overload light, indicating we have an overload situation. Check your manual, explain how to take care of that. We also have a switch where we can turn the top router off or turn it on. Likewise with the bottom router, on or off. Next thing, the black button we have is a clamp button. If I hit clamp, we're actually coming in, clamping against the fence first, and then we're coming down against the working surface. Both the horizontal and vertical cylinders are coming in. I hit unclamp, which is the yellow button. Okay, next thing that we have the green button on the lower left-hand side is going to be routers down, which will actually turn the routers on and they'll stroke in the upward direction for both routers. And the last button is the red one, which actually shuts them off, says router up. Okay, so if I hit the green button, the routers also engage into the working surface where you need them into position, and the red button actually shuts them off. Okay, real quickly, the TSR comes standard. You can have an in-feed roller conveyor on the left-hand side, in-feed conveyor over here, the main frame itself, and you have an out-feed conveyor comes standard with the machine. You, the customer, you need to provide to us a couple of quick things. Number one, we're going to need a transit from you, so we can go ahead and level and shoot this machine in, and a hammer drill. There's leveling feet assemblies. There's going to be 4 of them total that come on the main frame leg assemblies. There's one down here. There'll also be a wrench. Installer comes, sets this all up. He anchors this to your floor, as well as the in-feed and the out-feed conveyors. Okay, in a nutshell, the conveyors help the overall process of the material pass through the machine. And hit clamp up, deactivate them. What we're trying to do is keep all the working surface up above the main frame bed area of the machine. So everything's rolling on the rollers, moves nice and easy, real fast. That's what we need. I'm actually going to go through here, show you a couple things. On the template, we take an ordinary framing square. Okay, you can buy this anywhere. You guys can buy them in any one of your towns. And we have a trammel. We have these 2 different trammel points. You've got 2 wrenches that come with the machine. Pull one off here. And the trammel points are quickly adjustable. You can move them just about anywhere you'd like, whatever's required. In this case, I'm going to put it at 11. There's a little line on here. Hopefully we can see this in a shot. Probably not. There's a little white line on the trammel. Line it all up. Cinch it down. And this one I'm going to go ahead and set at, I'm going to set it at 9. Framing square actually comes with a machine with the travel points on it. I'm going to start talking about the template. You say, well, what am I going to do with this? The beauty of this machine is you don't have to figure out the hypotenuse. All you need to know, what is the rise and the run? Once again, you don't have to figure the hypotenuse. We don't have to advance the scale down here, or some funky scales up here where you're trying to look on this side, and then you come over and look on this side, and then you try and transfer the information down to some of the lower machines that are out there. That's not required. It's not necessary anymore. If you want to set this up, in my case, I said 9 and 11. I'm actually going to set my treble. So I've got my treble points. Try and get in here on the camera if we can, best we possibly can. And what I'm trying to get accomplished here is I take the treble point, put it against this working surface and on the back side. Now what I need to do is just line this front portion up so it's flush. I've got a yellow handle here. All I have to do is break it, loosen it up, and this whole assembly slides back and forth. Okay? And you can actually run through the entire range. The entire range is required. Okay? And you don't even have to change a template to get the entire range, whatever the hypotenuse may end up being. As long as you're running 9 and 11, you don't have to change a template. You don't have to change the template unless you're actually going to change the material. If you're going to change your tread thickness or your riser thickness, then you need a different template. Okay? Alright, so real quick, we'll try and come in here with a camera. As you can see, I've actually taken this quite a ways out of range. All I have to do is dial it back in, and what I'm trying to do is get it flush. It's pretty easy to tell flush, guys. Just run it with your finger and you say, well, there I am. Everything's going to be in place. Lock down the hand wheel casting. Get it nice and secure. Now, I've got all that accomplished. Now I'm going to take that same information, since I don't have to worry about the hypotenuse. I'm going to set a stop, take my treble. I've actually got a short step and a longer step on the treble. I take the longer side. I engage it in a stop hole that I have. I've got a stop bracket. One of the first things that I'm going to do is I'm going to initiate the clamp, lock everything in place. I have a cylinder locking mechanism down here, so I'm going to take my feed mechanism and I'm going to lock it in place so it doesn't budge, doesn't move, okay? Then all I do is I loosen my stop. I've actually got two series of holes, one on the stop assembly itself and another on the main member of the frame that's welded to the frame. So all I have to do is locate the two holes, put my treble in it. The hypotenuse is done, guys. Nobody in the office has to figure it out. Guys generally on the floor struggle with that quite a bit. When you're all said and done, put the framing square up and we're ready to start running. Totally calibrated, guys. That's it. Dirt simple. That's the whole idea behind it. Once again, template changes. I'll explain this one more time later on in the film. But the benefit to you, you don't have to change template as you're trying to get through the range. That's great. This is probably one of the best things about this machine. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clamp, get some material out of the way. I'm going to bring the arm in for you, trying to give you some idea. We're running with routers top and bottom. We're engaging them. I'll try and get a close-up here on the inside if we possibly can. What I actually have is a turret stop. It's a rotating turret stop. Try and get this back over here a little bit more. Okay, the turret stop, the longer one is set up for 2x material like we're running now. It's 2x material. The next one is actually set up for 5/4, and the next one is for 3/4. Those are infinitely adjustable. I know 5/4 isn't worldwide standard, the same across the nation, so that's why it's infinitely adjustable, gentlemen. Okay, real quickly, we actually have, I'm going to go through the feed operation for you here. The feed itself actually comes back and forth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to engage the clamps, pull this back manually with the aid of this button, and I'll show you that here momentarily. The feed is all manual and so forth. Now, if I want to set up my nose, how do I get that done? Well, the advantage there is real simple. Your operator, all he has to do is come up here. We have a template follower for straight bits. We also have a template follower for dovetail bits. So we can accommodate both. Pull it up into the nose where it's positioned at this time. Okay, where you had it set before. You take a rule and you measure from your fence over to your bit. What do you want the nose to be? How far do you want the extension? Well, if we're going to make that adjustment, go ahead and let the arm go. You can actually make that adjustment right here. What I'm actually doing is taking the entire fence and moving it back and forth. Nice and easy, real simple. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and set this, and I'm going to be right in your way, guys. Because I'm right-handed, it's the only way for me to measure this. Okay. Alright, I got it set. Now, once the fence is set, I don't have to lock it in. There's no special gizmos, there's no extra cylinder. Everything's in place. The Acme threads hold it and secure nicely. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bring in some material here. Start out here. I'm actually going to go through and cut all this, cut an entire set of stairs. Always remember to wear your safety glasses, guys. Okay, first thing, we're going to have the top router on, the bottom router is going to be on. We have to clamp first. The machine won't run in cycle, it's got safeties built into it. Won't run in cycle until everything's clamped. Routers come on and activate. Okay, next thing, I bring my clamp over, I press my green button. Pull it back up against my stop, let go of my green button, bring my arm back, lock into place. Okay, real quickly, I actually passed through this full operation, and I'm going to hit unclamp because I hit routers up, which killed everything. The two heads came apart. Kind of run this back down here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and explain it real quick. I'm going to go ahead and clamp this operation. Now, when I advance the material, all I did is I grabbed hold of the green button on the right-hand side. Okay, I depressed it with my right hand. The horizontal and vertical cylinders on both sides disengage. Only after my main clamping arm, which grabs my material, clamps it first. Then all I do is I pull it, so my stop comes up against my main portion of my frame. Hang on to this portion, let go of the green button. The horizontal vertical cylinders once again engage, and then second operation is this clamp breaks free. I come back, I lock it in. I've got an air cylinder locking mechanism on this side, and I just repeat that process in order to advance the material. You got an auto plunge feature on the router. You got an auto park. We actually have we have a dampening cylinder on the back side. So if any time you're in this area and you just let go of the whole unit, it'll automatically go back to a park section all by itself. It's not going to bang, it's going to jerk around. Nice easy feature, and it actually goes back and rests at the back of the template. Okay, the upper template up above. All right, I'm going to go ahead and unclamp this. Roll this off out of the way. Real simple, real easy machine. I've got a template I want to show you now. Walk off camera here just a second. I'll bring this back. Try and lay this out for you. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we've actually got a follower up in the main portion of the template. Comes standard with straight bits. You also have another follower that comes with the machine if you're going to do dovetail bits. All you have to do is reinstall it in the top portion of the aluminum mount, and you're pretty much ready to go if you're going to do a dovetail operation. Let's say, for example, we want to do California stairs, Hollywood stairs. Okay, they're open, there's no riser whatsoever. Well, initially what you're going to end up doing, your template underneath looks real simple. You're actually going to install it. There's 3 bolts. There's evenly spaced across the machine. There's an Allen wrench to go ahead and take it off. But once again, if you want a California stairs, you'd actually put this block on here and stop you from doing your rise in the operation. I'm going to tilt this up so hopefully you get a shot of it. We can show you, gentlemen. You come in, you just follow the route sequence, and you're done. Real simple, real easy. Let's say, for instance, you don't want to travel this far. You don't need the template to go back clear to the end. You're doing a lot of high production jobs, and we always go back to the far end of the template. Well, we can limit the travel to reduce the cycle time by putting a stop block in here. And the stop block just keeps the router back from going its full stroke or full extension all the way to the back of the machine. You can stop its travel a little bit, makes it a little bit quicker. There's about 6-7 inches you don't have to worry about in your cycle time as far as the operator is concerned. You can repeat that process also on the riser side if you wish. There's 2 blocks come with it as standard. Set these on here. I'm going to get this template out of here. Once again, it's real simple. It was designed to be low maintenance, which it is. Designed to be fast. It's also designed with the electrical in mind, and the pneumatics that are generally out there in the market are usually very unreliable. And the scale system and figuring how that works is generally difficult for most people to come across, especially on a day-to-day basis. Here you can take just about anybody off the floor, show them how to run this machine, and it just works like a champ. And that's what we need. I'm going to go ahead and power this down real quick. Once again, this is the template Stair router. It's our complementary machine in our Stair line equipment here at American Machine Company. We also build Ruvo Stair door equipment, as well as the Triad wall panel machinery, and as well as 64 other different machines that we sell across the world. Once again, my name is Russ Merrick. If you have any questions, please call the factory at 1-800-568-7423. Once again, thank you for your time.